wako na mahitaji, na nitawa encourage ya kwamba wakati unachukua loan, tafadhali uweze kulipa hiyo loan ndio sako yetu iweze kuendelea. Usifunge simu yako, usibadilishe nyumba. Sako inaendelea tukishirikiana pamoja ili wewe uweze kufaidika wakati mwingine badala ya kukataa kulipa loan. Na pia tumesema kwamba katika sako yetu tumeweka mambo ya teknolojia ya kisasa ili kusaidia katika watu kupata services kupitia kwa sako yetu. Na pia tumesema leo tunafanya ile kitu inaitwa launching of a strategic plan. Ile yani mpangilio ambao utakuwa jinsi mambo yataendelea kati ya mwaka 2024 na mwaka 2029. Hii ni mpangilio mzuri sana ambao utasaidia sako, kwa sababu huu mpangilio umefanywa na wataalam pamoja na ushirikiano wenu na pamoja na ushirikiano wa viongozi wenu wa sako, na mimi kama chairman wenu nitawahakikishia nimeangalia huu strategic plan. Ni strategic plan ambayo iko mzuri sana na itasaidia sako yetu kuendelea. Sisi kama viongozi wenu tunatarajia kuona sako ikiendelea vizuri na kila mwanachama akiweza kufanikiwa kupitia katika hiyo sako. Na washukuru wote ambao mnashiriki katika hii sako. Jinsi tumesema, tunawashukuru nyinyi members. Kama sio nyinyi hatuwezi kuwa na sako. Asanteni sana. Mungu aweze kuwabariki. Therefore, we want to invite Wangoto, the chair for supervisory, pia kupeana report yake.
Kwa majina ni Joseph Wangoto. This is our annual supervisory committee report that after evaluating, because we are the watchdog for you members, this is our report. First, engagement objectives. The supervisory objective is to ensure that adequate checks and balances are put in place, that the principles of transparency, accountability are all observed for the good of the society and its members. The committee also has a mandate to investigate all aspects, the affairs of the society, including review of books as required by the Cooperative Act. Furthermore, the committee is also required to generally assist in the interpretation of loan policies, the Act, the rules, AGM resolutions, and other policies with a view to creating understanding and harmonious working relationship between the members, the board, and any other society subcommittee. And finally, present a yearly report to the AGM with a view to highlighting key issues of concern to the members. The key issues that I have highlighted is number 1, the scope. The scope of the supervisory committee engagement covered all operations, governance, risk management and assessment of internal control procedures of our SACCO for the period of January to December 2023. We carried out the following tests, among others. Reviewed the SACCO operations to ensure that proper and accurate books of accounts and records are maintained. Review loan issuance procedures to ensure that they are prudent and comply with the bylaws and lay down policies and procedures of the society. We as well followed up on general issues affecting the SACCO's operations to ensure that they were effectively resolved. Review the performance of the SACCO and noted all inherent weaknesses, controls, and issues of concern to the Board of Management for actions. Our summary observations and recommendations were as follows. Statutory compliance. We continue to monitor our compliance to the regulatory requirements. Over the year 2023, Kcs Sacco, and for sure, the Sacco has complied with the cooperative regulations and submitted their audited report on time. Loan risk classification. On clause 41 of the Sacco Act, further sets out the classification of loans based on the repayment frequency and the timeline. It's good to note that the longer a loan takes before it is serviced, the higher the risk, as reflected by the levels of the loan provision. With the recommendation for the loan risk classification, this is what my committee proposed. We commend management for ensuring and working towards that Kcs Sacco is fully compliant with the SASLA regulations for the year 2024 and beyond. 2, the Sacco can explore the options of redundancy covers as utilized by the banks as additional cover towards loan recovery due to the nature of industry which forms bulk of the Sacco members. We continue to encourage members not only to take up quality loans, but to pay as well, as this boosts the performance of the society. Stringent measures should be put in place for the defaulters, since the loan loss reserve is negatively affecting the performance of the society and as well what you get in return at the end of the year. That is the interest and the dividends. B, management needs to ensure that the loan provision reserve is higher or equal to the expected reserve as to the fully compliant with IFRS 9 and other regulatory requirements. Emerging risks. We noted the risk as follows. There is a credit risk. Credit risk remains as high risk for Kcs Sacco, with some loans remaining in the bad debts and non-performing categories. Those are the defaulters. Yeah? With changes in the macroeconomic factors, inflations, increased taxes, there is high likelihood that the risk will continue to rise. Transition risk. There is need to manage transitions for vacancies within the Kcs Sacco effectively and efficiently to ensure there are no gaps or redundancies in operations of the Sacco. We take note that the Sacco structures are strong and effective, and the board and the CEO have sized the matter to ensure smooth operations and transitions. System upgrade. The current system has various challenges that need to be managed. As the system upgrade is well thought, management is on track in ensuring that there is scheduled for implementation in the future. Training and member education. The success of cooperative movement depends on cooperative education and training of its members, as well as the application of the principles, practice, methods of cooperation as a way of conducting business. Board and members' education on the Sacco practices process help make them aware of the cooperative principles and advantages. There is a need for sensitization to members and the board to prioritize as well as participate more actively in the election process and also for the vacant board positions. Recommendations on that. There is a need for sensitization to members to participate in the scheduled trainings and participate more actively in the elections process and apply for vacant board position, among others. B, embark on physical member forums on our products and services to be done by business development and credit committees increase the frequency of engaging with the members on education programs. Board resolutions for the last year. During the last AGM, the following were passed as follows. Borrowing powers was capped at 15 million, and from the supervisory committee, this is what we got. Maintain borrowing powers as per resolution, or rather minimal borrowing if possible. Good to note, for our Sacco, we never utilized those powers, as Sacco activities managed to fund all our needs. And let us congratulate and applaud our staff team, led by CEO and supported by the board members. Makofi kwao. Number 2, pay eligible members interest and deposit at the rate of 7% and dividend on share capital at 10%. We got the resolution that was passed and was fully implemented. I hope everyone got their interest and their dividends. Number 3, retain society bankers as cooperative bank, SBM, and opening of equity bank account. The resolution passed was fully implemented and equity account was opened successfully. The focus area for the Sacco for this coming year, our proposals are, we wish to specifically point out the following issues that need immediate attention by the board. Members training, regulatory compliance, that is SASRA, which is ongoing, membership drive, and increased media coverage, especially on TV and radio marketing, to support the current social media marketing. But lastly, system upgrade if possible. Conclusion. Based on our review of the operations of the Sacco for the year ending 31st December 2023, we are of the opinion that Sacco's internal control environment was adequate in preventing the occurrence of fraud and errors. There is a reasonable assurance that the books are complete and reliable. Despite the emerging risk and unpredictable macroeconomic factors, the state of the Kcs Sacco finances is sound and solid. A lot of effort has been put in place to achieve our strategic goals as a society, and the accolades go to the board and the staff for their tremendous determination. We take this opportunity to thank all members for having entrusted us with the oversight of the operations of the great Sacco. We remain steadfast and devoted to serving you and shall do our best to ensure that Kcs Sacco continues in the right trajectory and retain best performing and most improved Sacco countrywide tag for the foreseeable future. The report was signed by me, the chairman, Secretary Claire Agonya, and member Evans Geshu. Asanteni sana kwa kunisikiza.
Bwana sifiwe. Bwana sifiwe tena. I know you've sat down for a long. This is the last boring speech I'm going to make. Then we will do something interesting. So I will read the Treasurer's report. And I must say that I'm pleased to present to you the Treasurer's report for Karura Community Chapel for the year ended 31st December 2023. So this is a summary of the Sacco's financial performance with the highlights of key achievements during the year. So starting with the membership growth, we noted that Karura Sacco experienced significant growth in 2023, with our membership base expanding by 43% to 3,651. And this increase demonstrates the growing trust and confidence that the community as on the Sacco as a reliable partner. We witnessed a significant increase in members, indicating the engagement and participation in the Sacco's activity, and we truly appreciate you for actively engaging within the Sacco throughout the year. Kwa hivyo, you need to clap for yourself. Makofi. A lot more effort needs to be done to bring in more members, and I urge you, each and every member, to make an effort to bring another member and another member. Maybe this year we need to target to reach, to get at least each member to bring 10 members. And with that, we can aim to add 3,000 shillings to your shares or to your savings, whichever you choose. And we can call this each one, reach one. Can we say each one, reach one? Each one, reach one. Thank you. On the financial side, we have seen an impressive increase, marked by a 52% increase in total assets to 253.3 million. And this growth was driven by strong increase in members' deposit, which was 55% increase, and there was an investment increase of 75%. Importantly, we managed to reduce our reliance on external borrowing by 26%. The chair of the supervisory committee has said, we had 15 million approved borrowing power, but we did not utilize all of it. The total revenue grew by 60% to 38.7 million, and this was fueled by a 61% increase in total interest income. Our expenditures also rose by 59% and maintained a healthy ratio to revenue at 38.71. That means only 38.71% of our revenue went into expenditure. This indicates an efficient operation and a responsible use of resources. Capital and reserves, we grew our core capital by 49% to 24.18, exceeding regulatory requirements and demonstrating our financial strength. So both the statutory reserves fund and retained supplies saw significant increases during the year. This solidifies our financial stability and capacity for future growth. The capital adequacy ratio remained above the required minimum, while the liquidity ratio exceeded the 15% benchmark of the industry benchmark, indicating ample resources to meet members' needs and future obligation. Our interest on members' deposits remained consistent as a percentage of total revenue, while the interest rate and dividends rate offered to our members saw a positive upward adjustment. Investment and dividends. Our investment portfolio saw a 75% growth, demonstrating a commitment to diversifying our income sources and generating sustainable returns. We are pleased to announce a proposed dividend, which will be done by our regulators, of 13% on member share capital, reflecting our strong financial performance and commitment to rewarding our members and a drive towards building a strong cooperative anchored on member shares. While we celebrate our achievement, we acknowledge the challenges ahead. We need to focus on further engaging dormant members, which we note that there are quite a number of dormant members, enhance operational efficiencies, and expanding our product and service offering to remain competitive. Looking ahead, we are committed to building upon our successes in 2023 and achieving even greater heights in the coming year. Our focus will remain on attracting new members. Again, remember, each one, reach one, expanding our loan portfolio and delivering competitive returns to our members. We will also prioritize investment in technology and infrastructure to enable our service delivery and operational efficiency. Let us all rally behind Each One Rich One campaign, and let us aim to add 3,000 shillings to your shares or savings through this Each One Rich One campaign. In conclusion, 2023 was a year of remarkable growth and progress for Karura Community Sacco, and we are proud of our achievement and remain committed to serving our members with integrity, dedication, and sound financial management. This report provides a snapshot of our financial health, but we encourage each of our members to delve deeper by reviewing our Sacco's full financial statements provided. For those of you who have the handouts, if you don't have one, log into our website and you're able to see the full reports. With those many remarks, I would like to invite the MC on stage to jiggle us a little bit so that we don't get bored. Thank you.
Asante sana. Wapi makofi ya mweka hazina? Asante sana for that amazing report. So we are moving on swiftly. Naarifiwa kwamba our ushers are on standby. Kwa hivyo in case you have any issue, ukishikwa na headache kidogo, ameniambia unaweza enda pale nyuma, unaweza pata pain killers. Hey, what a Sacco. Munaletewa mpaka pain killer. Mkisikia information ni ngumu kidogo, unaenda unakula painkiller, tunaendelea, si ndio? Yeah, so they are ready for us, so make sure you go there in case of anything, in case of any injury. Wananiambia kuna first aid, unaweza enda pale na uweze kuhudumiwa kwa haraka. So in case you want to use our restrooms, ziko on my right, which is on your left. Unashuka pale, on my right pale unaweza pata our gents and our ladies ziko pale. The gents are on the right, the ladies are on the left, because gentlemen are always right. Bwana asifiwe sana. Aya, sawa sawa. So tunasonga mbele, but before we do that, I want us to sing a song that is very famous and all of you know it. I will make you. Hey, hey. Louder. I will make you. If you. Tuendelee. If you. Yeah, these are great choir. If you. Now sing it louder. I will make you. If you. Bwana Chairman, tuko na Karura Choir sasa. Tunaweza i-launch officially. Hao wanaimba vizuri sana, si ndio? Haya, now here's the catch. Tukiimba hiyo wimbo, mali kuna M, all the gentlemen will stand. Mali kuna F, all the ladies will stand and the gentlemen will remain standing. Tufanye Kcs Sacco, ndio? Aya, I will make. Hey! Munaniangusha. Gentlemen. Mahali kuna M, all the gentlemen to stand. Mahali kuna F, all the ladies to stand. You get the catch? Aya, tuanze. All seated. Kila mtu akae chini ndiposa tuanze. Aya, I will make you fisher. Wewe ni wapande gani? Kidogo wewe sikuelewi. Aya, tuanze tena. I will make you fishers of men. Kuna ndugu yangu pale nyuma. But it's coming, sindio? Now we are going to do it faster. Tutaimba hiyo wimbo haraka, sindio? Nione kama nyinyi mnachangamka haraka, sindio? Tuende kazi. I will make you fishers of men. I will make you fishers of men if you follow me. If you follow me, if you follow me, I will make you fishers of men if you follow. Jipigeni makofi tafadhali. Nimeona mumechangamuka, muko rada, si ndivyo? Aya, we can move on swiftly and right now, ladies and gentlemen, help me welcome up on stage Dominion School. These are part of our Sacco, by the way, na ni wasanii tajika zaidi, wengine ni barubaru, si ndivyo? Ladies and gentlemen, one more time, give it up for Dominion School.
Hello. Say hi to somebody around you. How are you? All right. Sahlan wa sahlan wa marhaba kabisa. Hebu muangalie mwenzako mwambie unapendeza jamani. Mbele yako ni Dominion Hope Academy. Hii ni mojawapo ya shule tajika. Zipo shule nyingi, lakini ipo shule tu moja, sio? Dominion Hope Academy, mojawapo ya washirika na washikadau katika sako hii ya Karura Community Sacco. Kwa hivyo tupo hapa, sikubahatisha, tupo hapa kwa kasi. Namuona pale DJ ananiangalia, nishampa lineup yangu, sio? DJ unakaa ngangari biningunguri tayari kubingirisha gurudumu hili kuhakikisha kwamba hao wote wanafurahia. Pamoja nasi tunaye meneja wetu wa shule ambaye pia ni kasisi, ukipenda Reverend, ambaye ni Reverend Esther Kalunde Ngetich. Tupo naye hapa, ameketi karibu pale. Naye huyu ni hodari moto wa kuotea mbali kwenye zile keys za keyboard. Kwa hivyo atakuwa anaondoka moja kwa moja ndiye anacheza keyboard. Hivi basi nataka niwakaribishe wenzangu, si mimi peke yangu maana siwezi imba, siwezi vitu vingine mimi siwezi. Kwa hivyo piga kwa mpigo ule wimbo bwana DJ, ili kwamba wale ambao wanastahili kufanya ile shughuli wawepo. Bila shaka
amejibu kwa wakati. Amejibu maombi.
Jamani Yesu. Ikikupendeza naomba usimame tu. Kitu kwa mpigo tu, kitu kwa mpigo tu. Usiende kwa haraka sana.
Huyu Yesu. Yesu. Wapi
miguu yako vizuri. Ero kama anaweza kusimama, simama tu na akuje acheze na sisi hapa mbele. Unajua anaitwa Masai. Anakuwa tamu tena sana.
Wapi vigelegele?
Wachanja. Ndio hao, yani kikosi kizima kimesukwa kikasukika kwa ajili tu ya kuhakikisha kwamba unaburudika. Hai DJ umefinya hapo bwana. Sawa. Right, DJ, finya kidogo, finya hapo, weka hiyo button, weka hivyo. Bila shaka vile tunavyosema kwamba shule ya Dominion ni mojawapo ya shule ambazo zimejengwa kwenye msingi mmoja imara wa Kikristo. Ndio maana sisi hata meneja wetu ni kasisi, sio? Vile sako hii yetu ya Karura inapotupiga mpigo kwa mpigo tena jeki ili kuwekeza tena kufanya kwamba kazi yetu inakuwa rahisi hapo mwishoni mwa mwaka, basi nasi hapa shule ya Dominion tunahakikisha kwamba tunakupa mtoto wako, tunampa masomo yaliyo bora tena zaidi. Jamani, kikundi kilicho mbele yetu ni kikundi gani jamani wapendwa? Tumieni sauti yenu vizuri. Kikundi gani hiki? Bila shaka basi hapa ndipo na sisi ndisi, usibambanye wala kupoteza muda. Kazi tena kwa mpigo kwako Be Joy.
Praise God. Praise God. If you can hear me, wave at me. Thank you. As you've been told, this is Dominion Hope Academy. And we are going to bless the Lord with one song. Hope you enjoy it. tumetoka na mahali tumefika, ndiyo maana ninatambua kwamba wewe ni Ebeneza. Sio kwa uwezo wangu, ila ni kwa uwezo wako. Mahali nimefika Baba, acha nikushukuru. Bwana umenisaidia nifike mahali nimefika, maana wewe ni Ebeneza. Maishani mwangu ninataka Ebeneza nijengwe juu yako, ninataka Ebeneza uwe msingi wangu, jiwe langu la pembeni na kutamani sana, jiwe langu la thamani na kuhitaji sana. Oh, Ebeneza, Ebeneza, oh, Ebeneza, Ebeneza, ninataka na sako yetu ijengwe juu yako. Ninataka biashara zetu zijengwe juu yako Baba, sako zilizojengwa juu yako Yawe hazivunjiki kamwe. Biashara zilizojengwa juu yako Yawe hazivunjiki kamwe. Ninataka na shule yetu ijengwe juu yako, maana wewe ni uzima wetu na wewe ndio msingi wetu.
Ninataka Ebeneza ijengwe juu yako,
Ninataka Ebeneza uwe msingi wangu, jiwe langu la pembeni na kutamani sana, jiwe langu la thamani na kuhitaji sana. Oh, Ebeneza, Ebeneza,
jiwe langu,
oh, Ebeneza, 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 oh, Ebeneza, Ebeneza, jiwe langu.
Ebeneza nanga mipongo yanga ya tolo oletika mapewolo papaye kati ya bomoi nanga nzambe na kumisio mokote yako kali nayo isikana komileleo yawe ezalise na makasi nayo.
Ninataka Ebeneza ijengwe juu yako, ninataka Ebeneza uwe msingi wangu, jiwe langu la pembeni na kutamani sana, jiwe langu la thamani na kuhitaji sana. Oh, Ebeneza, Ebeneza, jiwe langu, oh, Ebeneza, 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 jiwe langu, imba Ebeneza, 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 jiwe langu, imba Ebeneza, 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 jiwe langu, imba Ebeneza, Ebeneza, jiwe langu. Thank you.
Right, piga makofi. Hatujamaliza. Ero, ndugu yangu, pea mimi dakika mbili. Anataka kutambua kitu hapa. Yaani watu na ero, jamani. Anakuja na sisi na hii timu anakuja naye. Shule yetu haiko mbali sana, iko hapa tu. Sawa, usidhani masaa yameingia. Ero hapa anakuja tu anafunjika mkono ya kucheka anaacha ya kulia. Anakuja hapa. DJ, weka hiyo kitu anatoka Western anataka kutoka naye kama anaenda kwao. We! Kama iko na energy, simama. DJ bwana, masikio sisiki. Jamani bwana. Unajua nataka kuja hapa ndio ndio tunaenda sasa. Simama na mimi. Thank you. As a matter of procedure, we need to propose and second each of those reports that have been read to us. So I will request for proposer and seconder of the chairman's report. Proposer of the chairman's report. You can shout your name and seconder can raise your hands out as well.
Elizabeth Wangui.
Elizabeth Wangui.
Proposing the chairman's report.
Thank you. Thank you, Elizabeth. Seconder. You can just, inua tu mkono, alafu utaonekana, utaletewa mic. Seconder. Oh, kuna mtu pale.
My name is Anthony Thuku. I second the chairman's report.
Thank you. Supervisory report, proposer. Proposer of supervisory report. Inua tu mkono,
Umeinua mkono? Na mtu pale, microphone. Second pia inue tu mkono. Tuendelee mbio like that to save time. I'm told food is hot somewhere. If we don't save time, chakula itapoa.
I'm Brenda Mkoshi.
Supervisory report.
Yeah.
Thank you. Seconder. Seconder iko pale. We need so many of these mics around.
Julius Kihato.
Julius.
Kihato.
Okay. Treasurer's report. Hapa msiniangushe. Treasurer's report. Nani ata propose? Okay, kuna proposer pale. Umepata mwingine? Proposers, Treasurer's report.
Simon Mugo Ashira, I propose.
Simon Mugo Ashira, seconded by. Hapa mbele. Niko na supporters wengi. Thank you. As we conclude that.
Onesmus Thaia.
Onesmus Thaia.
I second.
Yes, thank you very much. And again, because we are a digital Sacco, we encourage you to send your questions. If you have any questions, send it to, you can take this number down, 0741 888 000. 0741 888 000. Swali yoyote juu ya report, financial report, budget, report yoyote yenye tuko nayo hapa, if you have any question, send it there. 0741 888 000. 0741 888 000. Now, it gives me immense pleasure to introduce our auditors. The next session, Njenga K. Ngugi and Company, Certified Public Accountants of Kenya, to take us through the audited report of the year 2023.
Habari zenu. Please God. My name is CPA Henry Ndungi from Njenga K. Ngugi, Certified Public Accountants. I am here before you to present the audited report for the year ended 31st December 2023. I am going to take you through the income statement. From your booklets, it's page number 6. Then I'll go to page number 7. Then I will present the page number 9. And then I'm going to read the auditor's report, where we have the opinion. So, if you are with me, statement of comprehensive income for the year ended 31st December 2023. Interest on members' loans, note number 3, 26,093,676. Interest expense, note number 5, 16,457,316. Net interest income will be 7,636,356. Other income is found on note number 4, 12,645,142. The total income for year 2023 is amounting to 20,281,500 as compared to 13,973,330 for the year 2022. Operating expenses administrative expenses. Now, note number 6, year 2023 is 13,617,079 shillings. Financial expenses, note number 7, 1,377,906. The total expense in the year 2023 is 14,994,985 as compared to 9,467,125 for the year 2022. Profit before tax year 2023 is 5,286,515 as compared to 4,506,205 in the year 2022. Statutory reserve. Okay, tax, we didn't have a provision for tax. Profit stroke loss for the year is the same, 5,200,000 as compared to 4,506,205 in the year 2022. The provisions to statutory reserve, we had 1,057,303 compared to 901,241 in the year 2022. Retained earnings, 4,229,212 as compared to 3,604,964. Provision for honoraria in the year 2023 is 300,000, the same in the year 2022. Staff bonuses, we made a provision of 550,000 as compared to 450,000 in the year 2022. The net earnings year 2023 is 3,379,212 as compared to 2,854,964 in the year 2022. So that is our statement of comprehensive income. I now proceed to page number 7. Is the next page where we have the statement of financial position as at 31st December 2023. Assets, cash and cash equivalent is found on note number 8. 2023, 14,466,717 as compared to 3,478,785 in 2022. Sundry receivables, note number 9, 8,123,394. Loan to members, note number 10, 227,283,058 shillings. Investment shares and deposits, note number 11, 4,572,358. Inventory, 328,454. The total assets for the year 2023 were amounted to 254,773,981 as compared to 163,628,493 in the year 2022. Non-current assets, property, plant and equipment, note number 2, 2023 was 2,591,508 compared to 3,471,870 in the year 2022. The total net assets, total assets is 257,365,489 in year 2023 as compared to 167,100,363 in the year 2022. Liabilities, we have liabilities, members deposits, it's found on note number 13. We had an amount of 204,635 shillings. Interest on deposits, note number 14, 18,457,318. Sundry payables, note number 15, 2,881,398. Bank loan, Note number 16, 4,666,667 shillings. The total liabilities amounted to 230,006,018 shillings in the year 2023 as compared to 150,850,11 shillings in the year 2022. Equity, share capital, note number 17, 2023 is 16,440,525. Reserves, note number 18, is 10,918,947. The total equity amounted to 27,359,472 in the year 2023 as compared to 16,250,352 in the year 2022. The total liabilities and equity amounted to 257,365,489 in the year 2023 as compared to 2022, where we had an amount of 167,100,363 shillings. The accounts were approved by the committee and signed on their behalf by Chairman, Secretary, Treasurer on 13th February 2024. Allow me now to read the statement of cash flow. The statement of cash flow is found on page number 9 from your report. Statement of cash flow for the year ended 31st December 2023. Cash flows from operating activities. The total cash flows from operating activities in the year 2023 amounted to 14,432,593. I am reading the totals. In the year 2022, it amounted to 8,877,230. The next item is increase/decrease in operating assets. The total decrease was 78,192,237 as compared to 71,851,295 in the year 2022. Increase/decrease in operating liabilities, where we have the deposits from members and trade payables. The total amount for year 2023 was 71,086,884 as compared to 59,838,997 shillings in the year 2022. The net cash flow from operating activities 2023 amounted to 7,327,240 as compared to 3,143,968 in the year 2022. Cash flows from investing activities, we had an amount of 1,431,913 as compared to 3,585,818 in the year 2022. Cash flow from financing activities, we had a bank loan and a share capital. The total amounted to 5,072,605 as compared to 7,100,145 in the year 2022. The net cash changes, we had cash and cash equivalent at the start of the year was 3,478,785 as compared to 3,108,426 in the year 2022. The cash and cash equivalent at the end of the year, in the year 2023, we had 14,446,717 as compared to 3,478,785 in the year 2022. Finally now, I want to read the auditor's report. The auditor's report, and then we conclude. The auditor's report is found on page number 5. Page number 5 of your report. Karura Community Sacco audited financial statement for the period ended 31st December 2023. The auditor's report. Report of the independent auditors. Report on the financial statements. We have audited the accompanying financial statements of Karura Community Savings and Credit Cooperative Society Limited, set out on pages 6 to 10, which comprises the statement of financial position at 31st December 2023 and the statement of income, statement of changes in equity, and cash flow statement for the year then ended, and a summary of significant accounting policies and other explanatory notes. Opinion. In our opinion, the accompanying financial statements give true and fair view of the state of financial affairs of the cooperative society as at 31st December 2023 and the income and cash flows for the year ended, then added in accordance with the International Financial Reporting Standards and the Cooperative Societies Act. Report on other legal requirements. As required by the Sacco Act and the Cooperative Societies Act, we report to you that based on our audit that we have obtained all the information and explanation which to the best of our knowledge and belief were necessary for the purpose of our audit. In our opinion, proper books of accounts have been kept by the cooperative society so far as appears from our examination of those books, and the cooperative society's statement of financial position and the statement of income are in agreement with the books of account. Management responsibility for the financial statements. The management is responsible for the preparation of fair representation of those financial statements in accordance with the International Financial Reporting Standards and the requirements of the law. This responsibility includes designing, implementing, and maintaining internal controls relevant to the preparation and fair presentation of financial statements that are free from material misstatements, whether due to fraud or error, selecting and applying appropriate accounting policies, and making accounting estimates that are reasonable in the circumstances. The Kenya Cooperative Societies Act requires the management to ensure that the society maintains proper books of accounts which are in agreement with the statement of financial position and the income statement. Auditor's responsibility. Our responsibility is to express an independent opinion on this financial statement based on our audit. We conducted our audit in accordance with the international standards on auditing. Those standards require that we comply with the ethical requirements, plan and perform the audit, obtain reasonable assurance whether the financial statements are free from material misstatements. An audit involves performing procedures to obtain audit evidence about the amount and disclosures in the financial statements. The procedures selected depended on our professional judgment, including the assessment of risks of material misstatements of the financial statements, whether due to fraud or error. In making those risk assessments, we considered the internal control relevant to the cooperative society's preparation and fair presentation of the financial statements in order to design our audit procedures that were appropriate in the circumstances, but not for the purpose of expressing an opinion on the cooperative society's internal controls. We believe that the audit evidence we have obtained is sufficient and appropriate to provide the basis for our audit opinion. In our opinion, the accompanying financial statements give true and fair view of the state of financial affairs of the cooperative societies as at 31st December 2023 and its income and cash flows for the year ended in accordance with International Financial Reporting Standards and the Cooperative Societies Act. Report on other legal requirements. As required by the Sacco Act and the Cooperative Societies Act. We report to you, based on our audit, that we have obtained all information and explanations which, to the best of our knowledge and belief, were necessary for the purpose of our audit. In our opinion, proper books of accounts have been kept by the cooperative so far as appears from my examination of those books, and the Cooperative Society's statement of financial statements and the statement of income are in agreement with the books of account. Signed, the auditors, Jenga K. Goge Company, Certified Public Accountants, signed on 19th February 2024. So I think that is the report. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Henry. My fellow moderators of Kcs Sacco, help me appreciate Mr. Henry once again. Mr. Henry, I want you to stand there. Don't go back.
Okay.
Because, these members will be roasting me in field.
Yes.
I want to ask to be roasted together because you're the one who prepared the numbers.
Okay.
You know, this session is usually very interesting because as the auditor is reading his report, there are those people who love numbers. And I've seen some of them taking notes and trying to understand what number A and B means. And there are those who are wondering, what is the statement of financial position, what is the P&L, what is the cash flow, and so on. But it's important because one thing that he's talking about is about money. And all of us, we either love money or we want money still. So it's been our culture here at Karura Community Sacco that before we get a proposer and a seconder for the financial report, we want to give you an opportunity for those who've interacted with the numbers as he was reading, or for those who interacted with the numbers even before you came for our meeting today. I want to maybe emphasize again that all these reports, the program for the day, the financial report, the chairman's report, and the report from the supervisory committee, and all other reports that will be presented here today have been uploaded in our website. So if you have a smartphone, kindly feel free to log into our website, go to the resource center, and you will get all those reports so that you can follow closely. So at this juncture, I want to give an opportunity for you members. I'm opening that platform, that if you have any question that you want to ask in regards to the numbers that have just been read, this is your opportunity before we get a proposer and a seconder. I'm going to respond to the questions, and also I'll be assisted with my board members here, especially the treasurer, if I'm not able to respond. But I believe that I'm able to respond to all your questions. So we have our ushers who will be assisting us. From wherever you're seated, if you have a question, kindly just raise up your hand, and we will have our ushers coming to bringing you the microphone so that you can hear from you. Any question? I want to believe there are no questions. No question going once. Oh, there's a question on that side. There's also
on page 12, page 12 of the audited financial statement for the period ending 31st December 2023. There is a provision there for doubtful debts, item number 19. And I see there is a balance brought forward of 1,535,039, and the provision for the year is the provision for the year is 1,213,005. Now, maybe I need to understand the bad debt. Does it eventually get paid, or is it a provision for defaulters, or what could that be?
Thank you. I can see that is Elizabeth Gure, one of our founding members, Asante Sana kwa kuja. Provision for bad debt is provided for any financial institution, because we believe it doesn't matter how our internal controls are strong. on how we've been able to build our systems and our policies to ensure that everyone pays their loan, there's always the reality that there are those members who will be given money and for one reason or another they will not pay. So the law provides us, or the regulator provides for us as a Sacco, to provide out of the profit that we make within any particular year, that we provide a percentage, so that in case, before we distribute everything that we have, every profit that we make, in case there is someone who will not pay, and that one is usually approved by the board member, but if someone who will not pay, then that money can be deducted from that provision. So as you can see, by the end of December 2022, we had provided 1.5,035,039, and that balance was brought forward in 2023, and again we provided for 1,213,005, giving us a total of 2,748,044,000. That means the Sacco has been so good in terms of their credit follow-up that the fact that we were given a provision to write off some loans, during the year 2023 we actually wrote 0. So there's no loan that was written off, and that's why you can see we still have a provision of 2.7,048,044. I hope I've responded to that question. Yeah, there was a question on this other side.
My name is Paul. A quick one for that matter. There is provision for tax, but nothing is written there. Does it mean that the Rural Sacco don't pay taxes, or?
Yes, we are a community entity, and I think the taxman, the government, as also our regulator, has provided for us not to pay tax. So we don't pay tax because we are not a profit-making entity, and every surplus that we make as an organization, we give back to you. So we are not a profit-making entity, and that's why we don't pay taxes. Yeah. I know there's a few clauses that can be discussed and advised by the auditors, but as of now, we are not required to pay taxes. And also, it's very important for you to note that as an organization, we don't make profits from any other business. We make our profits from you, our members. So we don't invest our money anywhere. We invest our money in you. And again, we give that money back to you. So that's why the government has been good enough to allow us not to pay taxes.
My name is Anthony Duku. Just a kind clarification of the way you make that profit and it doesn't go to tax. How do you give back to the Sacco members?
Sorry. Just repeat, sorry.
Okay. I'm saying that you have clarified that you give back to the Sacco any profit that you make because you do not pay tax. Maybe you can clarify how do you give back to the Sacco or to the members?
Yes, and I think that's a very important agenda for those who have the program with you, that immediately at this stage, our ministry representative is coming in, and one of the things that we'll be voting in is how we are going to give you back that profit in form of dividends and interest. So every coin that you put in the Sacco, it has to earn for you. And the treasurer, I think, mentioned in his report, and also the auditor mentioned in his report, I can see some figures somewhere of 18 million that we are going to give back to the members if you accrue to it. So that's how we share back the profit in form of interest on deposits and dividends on shares. Any other question? There's a question on this side. For Ashes, please. There's a question on this side.
So, my name is Margaret. My question is on the income. I can see on note number 4, we have other income that is 12M. But on part 2, it still indicates other operating income, 2.4. Do you have a breakdown on this 2.4? What is this other operating income?
Yes, you can check that from the notes from page number 11. In all the reports, in the summary report, so there's a summary report for the balance sheets and the P&L, and then from note number 10 actually, going forward, there is a breakdown of the financial report. But maybe just to break it down, other incomes, as Karura Community Sacco, our main income is from interest for the loans that we take, but we also have other incomes. For example, processing fee. For those who take a loan with us, you know there is a charge that we charge before we give you that loan. There's also a disciplinary fee that we charge those members who delay paying our money. So we call it penalty. That forms part of our other incomes. We also have incomes from those people who give us checks and they bounce. There are those charges that we always charge you. There are those charges that we also charge on dormant members. You've been a member and stayed for long, you've not been active in the Sacco. When you come back, there's a charge. And also, most importantly, for most of you, I know, you got a message last year that as a Sacco we introduced a new fee called a loan maintenance fee of 1%. Also, that forms part of our other income. Any other question before we close that session? I believe there is no other question, but before we propose and second the financial report, if you open the profit and loss account, the board members in their wisdom, before or immediately after providing interest and dividends to you, and before retaining the balance, they say that during the year, they worked. And also we had the staff members who worked so hard, and therefore they felt that as a token of appreciation, we should provide for honorarium to them, and also we should provide for bonuses to the staff member. And they agreed that they will be giving 300,000 Kenya shillings to the board members, and they will be giving the staff Kenya shillings 550,000. That is a proposal, and therefore it has to be approved by the members. So again, I want to open the floor for to get a proposal and a second for that. First of all, are we okay with that? Are we okay that the staff team worked so hard during the year, and also the board members that are sitting in front of you? The board members that are sitting in front of you. By the way, the people that you see sitting in front of you here are not paid. They are sitting here because they are committed, because they love you, and they continuously come here. They continuously take care of your resources the entire year, and that's why we are providing for that. So in total, we have a total of 300, and there's a 550, so giving us a total of 850,000. 850,000. So do we have any objection to that? Okay, so I'm being told that can be done immediately after this. So can we get a proposal and a second for the audit report that I've just been read to you? A proposal for the financial reports for the year ending December. Is a proposal on that side?
I propose the financial report. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Proposed by Elder Gakunga. Again, it's interesting to see one of our oldest members being here today. And seconder, sorry, proposed by Elder Gakunga. Seconder. Seconder.
Mr. Juma, I second.
Thank you so much, former Secretary, Mr. Juma, for seconded. And with that, I think we've come to the end of the financial report, and we consider the report fully adopted. And at this time, I want to invite our Ministry of Cooperative Representatives, Mr. Girinji, who will take us through the second part of the program today, which are resolutions. So tupigie makofi Bwana Girinji wakati anapokuja mbele yetu.